everyone. It is Reverend Dr. Katie. I hope you're doing really great. I'm in a new place. I've moved recently. I'm trying to figure out my lighting and where to come to you from doing all of these videos. Just really, really happy to be here today and to be here talking to you. So let's talk for a few minutes about intuition. This is such an important topic. It is vital for those of us on the metaphysical path to get to know and to get to trust our intuition. What gets in the way of that? So many things. So many things can get in the way of trusting our intuition. First, I know a ton of you have been told that your intuition is deceiving, that it's your heart, that there's no cure for it. That people have told you, institutions have told you that you can't trust your intuition, and instead you always are trusting something outside of yourself, another authority or even scripture. But usually we're not really trusting scripture, we're usually trusting someone's idea of what scripture is. When we have that kind of mindset that our own selves can't be trusted, it can be really, really devastating, right? It can have that impact on us that we ourselves are not trustworthy. It makes us believe that we ourselves are deceiving, that our own hearts are misleading us all of the time. So that's one gigantic hurdle that many of us have to overcome around trusting our intuition. But there's another hurdle that I hear a lot. I want to address that one too. And the other hurdle is this, that when we're in alignment with our intuition, we never have to use logic. We can turn off our minds and our brains. Actually, I don't think that that's true either. And that's misrepresenting what intuition is. We need our logic brain a lot of the time, like when we're driving. That brain is a really, really good brain to have. When we're doing math, when we're doing our taxes at the end of the year, that kind of logic brain is a really valuable one to have. So God never tells us that we have to leave our minds aside, and God never tells us that we have to leave our hearts aside. Instead, intuition is where we bring both of those together in a beautiful, beautiful way, where we deeply trust ourselves, where we can bring our brains and our minds to the table, where we can actually have our minds changed, and we're still tapping into our heart space about what is best for us. And it's that intuition that allows us to take the leap of faith when we need it the most. Another thing I think I hear a lot is that intuition is simply your feelings. Now, your feelings are crazy important. I do not want to dismiss those, not at all. But your intuition is more than your feelings. So sometimes our feelings actually can disrupt our intuition. Sometimes unprocessed feelings, we might mistake an unprocessed sadness or an unprocessed grief or an unrealized fear and believe that that is our intuition. Instead, we want to be deeply in touch with our feelings as informing our intuition, but not mistaking our intuition for our feelings. So when we're able to really balance all of those, our intuition, our feelings, our fears, our logic brain, it's when they all come together in a beautiful, beautiful way that we're able to hone in to the deepest part of our intuition and learn to trust it. And that intuition is given to us by God. It is our God compass. It can help guide our lives. And I've spoken to so many people who, when that clicks, when their intuition bell clicks in their own lives, things fall into place. And things that aren't seemingly logical or maybe not according to plan start making sense in their lives because they're trusting their own deepest heart's core. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of an idea about what intuition is and about what it's not, and the ways that we can start to access the deepest part of our intuition, processing our feelings, bringing together our hearts, and bringing together our minds all at once. All are welcome at the intuition table. So I have a guide that I am going to be releasing on learning how to trust your intuition, and it should be available next week or the week after. If you are interested in that, just pop in, right in the comments below, but then pop your email address to me in private messenger if you're on Facebook. If you're on another platform and you're seeing this, just inbox me however you inbox me in that platform. And just give me your email address and just say, I want the guide on intuition. And I'll make sure that you get that kind of you get first dibs at that when it's ready. So I'd love to be able to give it to you. And this guide is going to really take you actually through scripture. It's going to take you into some ways that you can start to access how your intuition appears to you, which is the most important thing because we're all different and it may pop up for us all in different ways. All right, everyone. So I hope that this is making sense. Write any questions, any comments below in the chat box, in the comment box, and I will talk to everyone soon.